Alrighty. Hopefully voice is back. Okay, cool. Yeah, so trying to switch the browser crashed the simulator, or sorry, crashed OBS. Wonderful, thanks. And so here is our plan of action. We're going to be taking, let's see, where does it say? We're going to be taking 4 people. Let me just preview that like so. And we're going to be taking actually, well, 4 passengers. One's going to be a flight attendant. And we're going to be going from Castrop to Edinburgh. Let's get this party started. Funny looking route. Yes, it is. It's apparently what your control were given out on this here. Yeah, that's probably what your controller given out for this routing. For whatever reason, that is what they did. So let's get up out of here. And actually, let me think about.
Welcome to Hot Start Flight Support. How can we help you
I'm gonna make the UI a little bigger so you can see more easily on
today?
the old stream. And we're gonna go November 650 Charlie Lima. We're gonna depart in about 35 minutes. Still gonna be a bit of a crunch. 3 crew, 4 passengers. And we are probably gonna need fuel. And with that, sure.
Of course, Captain. I'll get that organized for you right away.
And that's about all the items that we need, hopefully. Now let's see how my rapidly shut down jet worked, because I was using this jet for testing earlier, so kind of just smacked all the switches to off and did some whack-a-mole. Let's turn off the aircraft labels for VATSIM. And the airplane's standing about right. Will we be able to do a turnaround here? Yes, I think we are. Wonderful. Hey, Luke, 1549. Hey, yo, hey, yo, yo. Let me just quickly file this up on VATSIM. Come on, VATSIM. And we are going to be departing off block in more like 45. KCH, wonderful. File that. Well, hopefully we have a flight plan on file now. Cool. In Nevada rocks. Can you all hear the sim okay? I think you should, but, you know, better ask. Okay. I guess who can't get their controls over to one side. Wonderful. Great stuff. Thank you guys for the test. Do I have this button actually pressed in? I shouldn't be. Let's do some quick cockpit prep. These should be out. Just doing a little bit of a checky check here. I should have the latest. Get that down. Flaps handle is 0. These need to be off. Okay, all the rest here is looking well. Let's get going. What specs am I running? It's a Ryzen 7 3700X with a RTX 3060 Ti. Yeah, the engines are hot because it just shut down. And actually, come to think of it, I'm probably going to need a joystick for this. One day, maybe. No more potato. Well, in the grand scheme of things these days, it is still kind of sort of potato. Slightly less potatoey. So 4 squibs, 2 squibs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Jet
fires.
pipe overheat. Jet pipe overheat.
And back. We're going to have 5 fails on there, which we do. Great. And let's go ahead and crank the APU over. I'm going to go. Does the door handle sound closing work now? Not yet. Nevada rocks. That's on my pre-release final fixes before we get the 1.7 update out. Fire tests are always something you forget to do. Well, they are part of the checklist. You are supposed to do them. Now let's get some joystick action in here. Usually I'm disheveled and disorganized, but that's all okay. Alrighty, APU is up and a running. Let's get that up. Wonderful. APU generator is off, and we're looking at everything here. Lookless 4. Thanks for the follow. That was the nose wheel steering. We want that off. Good stuff. We got good volts. I'm going to turn up the lighting here a little bit, because it's going to get dark otherwise. Actually, I don't need the floods, but I do need the integral lighting. Come on. There we go. A little bit of flood is okay. I primarily need the integrals. Good stuff. So let's get the checklist quickly out of the way. Video's recording. Okay, I haven't bound up my controls for ye old X-Plane 12. So checklist, confirm checklist item. You're gonna be you.
Immediate return checklist. Thrust. Pressurization.
Not really, my friend. So
set. Flight compartment checklist. AC and DC electrics.
There we go. Okay, AC electrics are checked. DC electrics. Actually, I should have checked the battery volts before I started the APU.
Nav lights, logo light.
Okay, we need both of those.
Cockpit lights.
And let's just quickly check that I have flight controls set up. Yeah, that's not supposed to be tiller. That is supposed to be yaw. And the third axis I don't care about. Wonderful. And does the airplane still auto-coordinate for me? I might have to check with the nose wheel steering on. What you want? Cockpit lights are set.
Lamp test.
Lamp test. That's going to be a quick up and down. Looks good over there. And up and down over to the right. Wonderful.
Duct monitor.
And fueler guy has arrived.
Bleed air duct.
And we've got a loop A test, okay. Loop B test,
FMS
okay.
database status.
Now hopefully I got the right database in there, huh? That would be fun. Really useful. Guess what? Somebody pulled the breaker here, didn't they? Yeah, there we go. Index status. Great stuff. So we'll cycle you through. That'll clear the box. And dump everything out of there. Okay, that is done.
FMS flight plan uplink. ATIS.
And now, fingers crossed. Let me just quickly put you on a pause screen. Got my SimBrief bound up, which I don't. No, I do have SimBrief, but I don't have Navigraph. So, to unblock the item, to be able to do that, we need to kill. Let me see. There's a bunch of things I need to pull on here. I need to pull the file server unit and the. Let me check. FSU is on breakers
right,
1P11.
Just let me know how much fuel you need. Or would you like to go tanks full today?
File server unit, and I want to pull MFD MFD2 is on CB2L2. MFD2 and it's probably MFD1 is going to be somewhere symmetrical, isn't it? Nope. So MFD1. CB2Q4, of course, because that makes total sense that both MFDs are on one side. Wonderful. And so now I can go ahead in here and check Navigraph. And so we'll go ahead and reset you. Reset you. And that was a third one. There we go. Hey Barfus Nairobi. Welcome, welcome. Kill the AP generator and battery. Well, I don't want to kill all the rest of the avionics here, so that's the situation there. So EKCH, if I enter you in there, are you going to give me charts? You're not. Okay, why not? That's a bit confusing. You're welcome. Actually, let's start fueling up. Pretty sure I turned on the file server unit. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. I thought I pushed in 3 breakers. So, are there any others popped? Huh. Things you find out. Okay, here we go. Log into Navigraph. Yes, yes, allow, allow. And we're in business, hopefully. No chart coverage available. Yes, it is available. Shut up. Oh man, now I need to reset the second MFDs again. They've gotten it cached into their head that chart's not available. We're both still pulled. Well, good stuff. I did think that my HFCOM setting. I don't know what you're talking about there, Nevada Rocks, and I don't have time to debug things on stream. So MFD2 and MFD1. Now, with any luck, there we go. Okay, so after having sufficiently reconfigured all the connections in the system, so we need 7,000 pounds of fuel. We've got actually enough on board. So you know what? You can
Have a
go
nice
away.
day.
Go away. Wonderful. Alrighty. So with that out of the way, we want to do the flight plan uplink. So we'll go flight plan recall. I'm tail number 650. Send that, and I'm also gonna go into data link terminal weather. No, not terminal weather. I want ATIS. Let's see if the controller is still online. And let's carry on with the
Flight
checklist.
compartment checklist. AC and DC electrics.
They are. Good stuff.
Nav light, cockpit, land
right,
tech,
yeah, I
duct
reset all the
monitor, anti-skid.
Keto anti-skid is
Nose
tested.
door.
Nose door is closed.
Hydraulic 3A pump.
And we got pressure.
Brake pressure.
It's checked.
Parking brake.
Go ahead and pull the parking brake.
Nose door.
It's closed.
Hydraulic panel and pumps.
And let's do the full test here, why not? Good stuff.
Electric panel.
Is set.
AC DC utility.
Out.
Start ignition panel.
Checked.
Fuel panel.
It should come on.
APU LCV. 10th stage isolation valve.
Open. Packs are coming on.
Air conditioning panel.
Is norm. Both packs are on RAM. Regarded temperature set cabin. Good stuff.
Pressurization panel.
Is actually going to be landing pretty much sea level.
Bleed air panel.
Is set.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel switch.
Is this switch here is out.
Cal anti-ice switches.
Cycle through. No
Anti-ice panel.
cautions. We actually know we don't want to go there. Ice detected.
Wing overheat.
Wonderful. Window heat test.
Emergency lights.
On.
Passenger signs.
On.
ELT.
Armed.
Flare shield panel. Crew
Checked.
and passenger oxygen.
So we got passenger oxygen 1900. On the left. On the
DC
right.
warning panel.
There's a bunch more sounds missing in X-Plane 12 I'm noticing. Okay, it's guarded.
CDR.
The lamp needs to be adjusted in X-Plane 12. It's really dim.
Audio panels.
Well, they're going to be set for VATSIM here. I'm going to be... And we can test COM2 here. For the
SPS system.
for the clearance and everything. SPS test, so... Let's do it properly, why don't we? To drive the stab all the way down to 0. And stab disconnect. Then we do the SPS test. I don't have buttons bound up to the G-switch release, but yeah, do I have even autopilot disconnect? I don't have anything bound up. Wonderful. Okay. So captain's autopilot disconnect button. Okay. That is bound up at least. Let's see, I don't have anything on there. So this guy here, I want to be FD sync. Select director sync, and actually I forgot one more button. That'll be toga. Pedestal takeoff. Go around. Cool, and this will be FD sync. Great stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so just for a quick test here, we're looking for ignition, stall fail, and if I push the autopilot disconnect, I can control the stick. Okay, stick pusher disconnect works.
Integrated standby instrument.
Is set,
Clock.
reset,
EFIS, ICAS.
no missing indications, no problems on there. Summary has no missing elements, good stuff.
Main landing gear bay overheat.
That's down here.
Gear bay overheat.
Wonderful.
Warning switches.
Guard it, and we'll do a quick toss test.
Pitch and roll disconnects.
Stowed in.
Ground spoilers.
Our auto.
Thrust reversers.
Armed. And 2 green messages.
Thrust levers.
Thrust lever test.
Engine speed switches.
Are on.
Engine vibration check.
Let's check if we got good vibes. Wonderful, we do.
Oral warning.
Oral warning test. Up. Down.
Smoke detector.
That's down there.
Smoke.
Trims. Mock trim.
Okay, quick trim check. And do I have an interrupt? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. Well, whatever. We'll just do it like this. So we've already tested full down. Let's go full up. Full up, get functional, so let's go until the clacker. It's actually a better way to do this. Properly supposed to be 2. And I'm gonna test my disconnect on my side. Test the other person too, that I can disconnect them. Like this. And I'm gonna shift over to the other side. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on stab 1. Move it to the clacker. And back down to the clacker. Disconnect. Good. Stops moving. That's what we want to see. So now full on. 1, 2, 3.
Yacht Ampers.
1, 2. And we have no message on there. Flight control page, no message.
Reversionary inhibit switches.
So down here, everything is norm. ADC selection, AFCS selection is 1. And all the IRSs are norm.
IRS.
Is, go to here, go to there, go to there. Nav, nav, and nav. Wonderful.
CPDLC.
CPDLC. They might have clearance available. Let's see what they say on here. Hey Quas, how are you? So CD3 Copenhagen departure hotel, runway and use, takeoff 22 right. I'm gonna review that here in just a sec. So we are parked over yonder at CAE and 22 right. Ugh, we got a ways to go. Hopefully, see if they have 22 left available for departure for us. Otherwise, we'll be taxiing for a week. Let's see. Winds out of the south, no significant cloud. 15, 13. At first contact with apron control, advise if unable to perform customized pushback. This was Copenhagen Departure Information Hotel. Okie doke. Let's see. Depart clearance. EKCH. We are at. There is actually a stand number for this. Let me check. Said. Okay, you want my email. Stupid thing. EKCH. And we are at G19. So we are type CL60. Got information hotel. We are G19 for the gate. We are from EKCH to EGP. F or H? I keep forgetting which one of these it is. It's one or the other. PH, yeah, okay. Hey, Flying Ismo. What did I forget? Or you're not letting me send the message. Okay. Hey, Raphael Elvix. Well, that's weird. Yeah, I know, it's one or the other. For whatever reason, it's not giving me the snowflake to let me send the message, which would indicate that there's incomplete data here. But there isn't. EGPH or... Let me see. Go to technical link status. Nope, we are on VDL mode 2 for sure. Check to see if the station is online. No, it doesn't. Let me see if the controller is actually online, if it even makes any sense to try and debug this. AOC corporate, depart clearance. Type CL60. Yes, that is definitely our ATS flight ID. Huh. And Well, that's a little bit weird. Gonna have to look into this. Well, at least I get to file this up as a bug for myself. The part clearance is stuck, not allowing send. We are connected to VATSIM, although that really shouldn't matter. Oh, I know. I probably don't have Hoppy configured. Haha, that's gotta be the reason. Okay, stand by for 1 sec. Ah, of course I don't have it. Yep. Stand by for just 1 moment. So what do I need to kill to make this work? I need to kill the CMU. So, Mr. CMU, what breaker are you on? CMU. It's called data underbar link. Data link. So you are on CB1H9. There. Pull you. And let me just quickly check if it's now going to let me enter that. And it indeed is. So, that out of the way. Let's go in here. Copy and copy this. Paste it in there. Okay, and back into the cockpit we go. Unfortunately, that will have dumped out all of my data out of there. So depart clearance. Ah, no, it's remembered. Cool. So it'd be great if VATSIM's map actually worked, but apparently that is too much to ask. And a lot of the control has already disappeared. EKBI is the only station that's online. Or EKDK. Are they going to be on Hoppy? Let me just check here quickly. Hoppy A cars. No, I want to go to the Hoppy. No, don't Google it, you idiot. EK. Okay, EKDB is online. So let's try. Uh-oh, we got people coming.
Hello, Captain. It's Jenny from Hot Start Flight Support. Your passengers have arrived. Shall I have them brought to the plane?
Good question. Nope, keep them.
Understood. Just call me when you're ready to receive them. Anything else?
That'll
Always a
be
pleasure.
all.
Take care.
And let's see. I'm just gonna quickly check if I have my network association set correctly. Yes, I do. Good stuff. After I shipped a low poly shuttle. Well, my computer was never too affected by it, but so it probably isn't gonna look like much. Ah, departure clearance. Wonderful. So we are under processing. Alrighty, so we should at least have the flight plan now. Although I oh no, cool. Okay, cool. It actually looks like the flight plan we need. Whew. As I killed the CMU, so the data link unit, so that would have been a little bit borkity bork. But fortunately, I fetched the flight plan before I was doing my flight plan or CMU shenanigans. My computer isn't exactly bad, but sometimes the van tacked mine, sometimes it didn't. Well, it no longer should. Good stuff, Barfus Nairobi. Glad you like it. Alrighty. So we've got, we don't have ATIS because I reset the box, so let's fetch ATIS again. Ugh, so many messages. Okay, depart clearance review. Clear to EGPF off 22 right via Lango 1 Charlie Squawk 5063. What's ADT 1445? That's the off time, isn't it? Oh, that's gonna be a little bit tight. Whatever, next frequency 121.375. Good stuff. So I'll punch that into preset 121.375. 121.37, good stuff. And we are departing runway 22 right via Lango 1 Charlie. Execute. And with that out of the way, and actually I wanted to review. Got the, yep, CDA clearance confirmed, good stuff. And we still have hotel here. So that is going to be altimeter 1016. And you are 1016. And that's synced up, good stuff. They didn't give us an initial altitude, but I'm pretty sure it is part of the departure. Okay, so let's review. So Lango 1 Charlie, it's this guy here. Straight ahead shot to Rabat 1500 or above at 2 miles Castrip or whichever is later. Okay, so they take us first to Rabat, which is 2 miles from the Castrip VOR 12.5. Is KAS. Castrip. Yep. And from there we go 15 or above conditional constraint, Tobis, Lango. And that's about it. Let's see what the initial altitude constraint is. PR and AF approval are required. Conventional navigation to 1500. After takeoff, remain on tower frequency until 1000 and contact Castrip departure. 20 radar vector will be normally provided by Castrip departure to expedite outbound traffic. When instructed for line up squawk, assign SSR code. SID include noise abatement procedure. Strict adherence during initial climb is mandatory. Airport elevation 17 feet. Good stuff. Lango 1 Charlie. Climb an extended runway 7 line to 2 miles. Castrip Rabbit hour 15 or whichever is later. Tobis, Lango. And what's the initial? After takeoff contact, climb flight level 70. So 70 is the initial. We're gonna go speed. There's no speed constraint, so speed 200 for an initial speed target. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Good stuff. So we got the clear TCAS test. Because I'm doing stuff out of order like a madman. And squawk is actually, let's have a quick look at that. Depart clearance. We want to
system test okay.
ATS log. Not that one. This one. Focus 5063. 5063. Good stuff. TCAS test was okay.
Status and clearance.
It is received.
FMS flight plan. Wind update. Perf.
So flight plan is done. We'll do the wind update as well. Send for that.
Takeoff data.
And perf, actually, I'm going to check. We've got 4 passengers. We're actually going to be more like 5 passengers because we've got 2 people on board. Going to have 150 pounds of bags. Flight level 380. Other than that, this is looking swell. We'll arrive for 4,000. That's good. Data link winds have been updated. Temperature is 1... What was the temperature again? ATIS is 1.5 standard temperature. Winds are 170 out of 6. 170 at 6. Good stuff. CG, we're gonna pretend we got like a 22% CG. Send that. Engine bleeds. No, thrusters are both operative, and the runway here looks try. Yep, that's all good. Why is the transponder reporting minus 100 feet? Haha, think about it for a moment. You'll get there, don't worry. You'll figure it out. Good stuff. MFD data I want on takeoff reference, which I do have. Good stuff. And takeoff data is set and sent.
Avionics and charts.
Are checked. Avionics are actually gonna go toga here on the arming mode. Nav mode arm. On here I'm gonna take rows and rows. And there we go. Avionics and charts are set.
Flight instruments.
Flight instruments reading 164. And initial heading is going to be 217. So roll that guy over to 217. Okay, 216 preset. Yep, desired track 216, 216. Okay, we've got FMS1 navigating or Rabat B1 113. Because I'm on the ground, baby. IT Jesus. Well, close. I mean, yeah. 113, 121, 32, 154. Understood. 200. TO, LNAV, I'll select to 7000, 1016, indicating 10 feet. A19 OSY 91, 81. Welcome, welcome. And let's see, on the other side, we've got much of the same FMS2 navigating the Rabat. All the other stuff is the same. Engines are indicating good fuel sufficient for
Departure
flight.
briefing.
Complete it.
Emergency procedures.
Send it.
Pins, covers, chocks.
Alright, I forgot to do those. So we'll... You know what we'll do? We'll call Jenny and have her send the passengers over.
Hot Start Flight Support, Jenny speaking. How can we help?
You can go ahead and send the
Understood.
packs.
They'll be there in a couple of minutes. Anything else?
That is all.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
Let me just quickly check on here. Good, no pins remaining. All the other stuff is looking good. Healer has closed the door. Alright, nav lights, yeah, I remember. They're not working, so that's something I gotta go fix. Let's see, nav lights, nav lights. Where's the breaker for that? Classic problem is we gotta go look down the breakers to figure out which one's popped. There it is. I see you. That the nav lights breaker. There, yeah, probably that one. Anybody else over here feeling like ruining my day? Good. Good. And wonderful. So we are good for nighttime flying. Yeah, they are now on. Barely visible, though, but they are on. Yep. Good stuff. I think they were on. Hang on, let me check once more. Yeah, they are. Hey, passengers are here. Alrighty, let's get them inside here. Everybody sit your asses down.
Hello, Captain. How are you today?
Yeah, well, how about yourself?
That's great to hear. Well, we're all set back there, so we can get going anytime.
Wonderful. Mind telling me? Yeah, sure, in a sec. We'll go ahead and annoy these guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we may please have your attention. Your flight crew would like to welcome you aboard this Challenger
Wonderful.
650 for your flight today.
Cabin light, flight compartment check, engine start checklist.
Doors.
Doors.
Are closed,
Closed.
but
Parking brake and pressure. Checked and set. Fuel quantity and balance.
is checked.
Beacon.
At all times.
On. Fuel boost
During
pumps.
takeoff and landing, seatbelts must be
On.
secured.
Ignition.
Worn low and tight across the
Is B.
If the
armed.
seats are equipped with a shoulder
Engine to
harness,
start.
it must also be secured while in your seat. Smoking is not
Okay,
allowed
you're a
while
little
the
bit
aircraft
annoying
is on
here,
the ground,
guys.
or any time the no smoking sign is illuminated.
There we go.
Smoking of cigars and pipes is not
Okay,
allowed.
let's see if we can actually talk to somebody.
Smoking is
1 to 137. If they're actually online.
tampering with, destroying, or disabling the smoke detector at the lavatories is prohibited by federal law.
Alright, I need a push to talk button. Joystick, this guy here. No, don't pause the simulation. I want.
Skeleton 1549 identified 1,700 feet, climb flight level 19 shadow.
Man, it feels so wrong to call center for startup. I'm just gonna start up and ask him for taxi. Okay.
November 268 has reached 4,000 feet, requesting heading 210 to line up with runway in sight.
Something ain't right. Let's see. What is our problem here? Talk to me, Goose.
Raise the red handle and push the door outward. In the event of an emergency, emergency lighting.
Ground to cockpit. One of the service panels is still open.
Okay. Interesting. So which one then?
By illuminated red signs.
Okay, doors. Ha, indeed.
There's a loss of cabin pressurization.
Which would that be? That'd be the APU.
Automatically deploy from the dispensing units above the plane. Grasp the mask and pull down firmly. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Although the bag may not inflate,
Ah, indeed. Somebody opened the APU control panel. Alright, let's get this. Let's try this again.
located at both the forward and aft of the aircraft. Please consult the passenger briefing cards for the location and operation of the fire extinguishers.
That's exactly right, DeMartin.
Briefing
B.A.
cards
Martin.
and all other safety information regarding
That is why it's showing minus 100 feet.
all personal carry-on items should be secured.
Because if we go and do this, if I set my altimeter to 1013,
Taxi, takeoff, and at any time when the seatbelt sign
so I'm now standard, and you can see I am at minus 70 feet,
flat metal plate into the
which rounds to the nearest 100,
equipped with a shoulder harness
because this is reported in hundreds of feet.
to the buckle. To tighten, pull the tab.
So yes, that is why.
Lift the buckle up. During taxi, takeoff,
Cool.
and landing, seats must be placed in their takeoff and landing position, with seat backs in an upright position.
And you could tell you what the problem is. Oh yeah.
Have their headrests fully extended.
You have to be on the service interphone, and if you arrive, he won't be on the service interphone initially, so you can go ahead and ask him to put the headset on.
Taxi, takeoff,
He's gonna ask you, so what do you want?
Ground to cockpit.
electronic devices is not permitted during
Actually, you know what?
and landing.
You can go ahead and... No, not that one. I want to go RT.
Go ahead, cockpit. Roger.
Pull the chocks. And I'm gonna let him finish.
Ground to cockpit. Chocks have been removed.
Good stuff. So now you can go away. I've got the beacon on. Spool in one. Okay, we need less than 120 and one turn and more than 20 here. So we got 2, and there is the final item. You hear that? You won't be able to hear the sort of rumble today because the engines were still hot, so that actually is what's causing that not to be the case.
Fuel system.
Fuel system test. Okay, fuel pump. And looking for left low pressure. You're kind of shy today. There you are. Finally. Check.
Engine 1 start.
Actually, and we'll go ahead and ask for 1. Cool. More N1 turn and waiting for less than 120 here. There it is. Got ignition. And the timer restart here so we can time 90 seconds because that is the maximum duty cycle for the starter. Of course,
Engine start checklist complete.
as you can see, we're just fine.
After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2.
Okay, Gen 1 and 2. 1 and a
On,
2.
checked AC and DC. Ignition.
And DC is also checked. All TRUs are green.
Disarmed. Packs. On. 14th stage.
Open.
Open. Cowl anti-ice. On. Check 45 seconds. Flight controls.
Flight control check. Wrong button, but no, never mind that. Down, up, left, and right. And the rudder. It's going full range. Yes, it is. Checked.
Ground spoilers.
Ground spoilers go to disarm, clear messages. Arm, pop out, auto, restowed.
Flight spoilers.
Full, and back.
Cowl anti-ice.
Green advisory message is on.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice.
Test on.
Test on. Fuel balance.
Checked.
Trims.
Or 6.000. 6.0 neutral, neutral.
No steer.
Armed.
Armed. APR.
APR check. 1 and 2.
ADG unit.
Light goes out.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice.
Yeah, whatever, we don't need it.
Cowl anti-ice. Off. Wing anti-ice. Norm. 14th stage isolation valve.
Has been checked.
Wing anti-ice. Checked. Off. ATS. N1 TO. ATC TCAS. TARA. After start checklist complete.
Wonderful.
Taxi checklist next.
So let's go ahead and call for taxi, I guess. If they are online, because VATSIM map doesn't want to work on Safari. Apparently they are. Good stuff. What is your name? Copenhagen Control. Copenhagen Control. Ah, whatever. Copenhagen Control.
Delta Kilo Mike, Roger, no traffic reported outside controlled airspace. The wind 13 degrees 5 knots, no traffic on the runway.
Let's think about this. What sort of taxi are they going to give me? This is going to be confusing. I'm expecting Golf, India, Victor, Delta, Alpha, something like that. I gotta get ready to write this. That's gonna take forever.
Runway 08 left, climb flight level 120. Expect level change, squawk 1446.
Clear to Stansted via Upgas runway 08 left. Climbing flight level
Somebody blocking like a fucking pro.
Squawk 1446, Ryanair 6 Papa.
6 Papa, read back correct. Level 142, identified 1,400 feet, climb to level 19 at all, clear left turn right K-max.
Hey there, Melindley. How are you doing?
What's going to do 1424? 1424 identified, climb flight level 190 and clear left turn right K-max. Being a 190 and left turn to K-max, get in 1424. USA 25 Mike, climb flight level 280. Climbing 280, USA 25 Mike.
Ah, interesting side effect.
1337, contact Hamburg approach, 119 at decimal 525.
So when I went into secondary flight plan, the chart system ate shit.
Bye-bye.
Well, MFD2,
Copenhagen, hello, Scandinavian 1581 and Kastrup, stand Alpha 1.
pretty sure it's not going to come back. Yeah, it's, I don't know what the problem is. Well, that is a genuine bug, that I gotta fix. Switching to SEC FPLN. While MFD is showing charts locked to MFD hub.
Correction via Micro 5, Bravo departure on ratio 9 and squawk 1665.
No, this is a genuine bug. This will not go away with power.
Micro 5 Bravo out of 09 and 1665.
So this guy's dead now.
52 Yankee, correct.
Good to know.
Yankees ready for push and start.
So we're gonna have to reuse this guy.
Discretion and 1014, 5 Yankee.
Ryanair 6 Papa is ready for push and start up.
6 Papa, push and start approved, QNH 1013.
Pushback approved and QNH 1013, Ryanair 6 Papa.
Doing 7198, monitor Unicom, 122 decimal 8.
So I'm gonna grab the MEL. We can depart without an MFD, especially on a non-flying side. Is there anybody gonna talk? No? Okay.
And 1581, have your clearance available? Yeah, ready to copy. 1581, clear Palma, Nixon 1 Charlie, departure, runway 2 to right, squawk 5264.
Just as I keyed the mic.
Nixon 1 Charlie, departure, 2 to right, squawk 5264, Scandinavian 158. The correction Scandinavian 1581, read by correct.
Copenhagen Control, Challenger 650 Charlie Lima at gate 19 with information to hotel, QNH 1016, request taxi.
Why?
Yeah, it did for you, doesn't for me. I know why. Because I was an idiot, because of how I coded it.
Backtrack, so we'll vacate runway 14, we'll backtrack on runway 14 for Bravo and parking west.
That's gonna take forever.
I'm sorry, the previous station calling second. Thank you, Mike. Vacated runway 14, we'll backtrack now runway 14. We'll taxi via Bravo to parking west. Delta Kilo Mike, roger, there's no traffic on the runway, suggest you backtrack and vacate via Bravo. Record, Delta Kilo Mike. Cruise 825 Mike, climb flight level 370. Climbing 370, almost Cruise 825 Mike. 1549, climb flight level 320. Climb flight level 320, Scandinavian 1549. Station calling for taxi, second call sign.
November 650 Charlie Lima at Copenhagen.
November 650 Charlie Lima, roger, call you back shortly.
Okay, yeah, he's probably gonna write down the text. It's gonna be complicated. Golf 5 Golf, India, Victor 2 Victor,
Jet time 9001, Copenhagen Control, hello identified, clear direct Tutlo.
Clear direct Tutlo, jet time 9001. Copenhagen Control, November 525, request further descent.
November 525, roger, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 101.
C10-9B.
10 5,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Pressure to Victor.
November 525.
Could be Bravo Zulu Delta or Yankee Delta. Man, this is gonna... What a mess. Yeah, this is extremely messy. Okay, let's pick up the...
Number 525 information, Quebec for Roskilde, expect ILS approach runway 11, leave course radial 027.
Leave course radial 1 second, November 525.
November 525, leave course radial 027 for the ILS approach runway 11, information Quebec.
Leave course radial 027 and expect ILS.
I swear, one of these days we're gonna
11
depart.
November 525. Right now, 6 Papa request taxi.
First November 650 Charlie Lima, QNH 1016, taxi by Golf 5, Golf 1 at runway 30, hold short runway 2 to left.
QNH 1016, Golf 5, Golf 1, runway 30, hold short 22 left, November 650 trailing up. Okay, Golf 5, Golf 1, runway 30, hold short 22 left, checked. Hey, clear on the left and right. Taxi lights on, parking brakes off, and let's go.
Binary 6 Papa, taxi holding point, runway 08 left, via Charlie at runway 08 right.
Of course you bound up my... Oh man.
Taxiing to holding point runway 08 left via Charlie and 08 right, runway 6 Papa.
Airplane's now thinking that I have a tiller, because I moved it momentarily.
In 1549, clear direct Elde, Echo Echo Lima. Direct Elde, Scandinavian 1549.
Yeah, I gotta bind up some more views. So far, X-112 has only been my sort of testing development platform, so I really haven't flown it.
Station calling, only static when transmitting.
Hi, København, skal det være en 2872 information. Julius, stand by, så clears to down.
Yeah, in fact, that's what we're gonna do.
2872 Copenhagen Control, West on information, Julius, correct, clear to bound by Mixi 1 Charlie departure, runway 2 to right, score 2704.
Anybody want to clear us?
Mixi 1 Charlie 2 to right, score 2704, skal være 2872.
Number 5 thank you, ready for taxi.
Thanks, Foxtrot Alpha. Okay, Golf 1 should be to our left here.
LM5 to Yankee, roger, taxi holding point, runway 09 by Alpha. Holding point, runway 09 or Kilo 5, thank you.
Taxi checklist. Taxi lights. On.
Here's 30. You want us to taxi on the runway? Not required.
Brakes and steering.
Check.
Reverse thrust.
Checked.
Taxiing the de-ice. Pause checklist here until paper de-ice checklist flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-check. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing.
Ready for departure.
Here's reviewed.
Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff
5 Yankee, runway 09, clear for takeoff, wind 170 degrees, 6 knots. Takeoff 09, Kilo 5, taking.
Command control, November 525, request descent to 2.
Okay, now we just wait for
November
him.
525,
I've been given hold short 22 left, so 22 left is over there.
2000 feet, clear ILS runway 11, November 525.
Also given the
Calling only static when transmitting.
overwater
Scandinavian
briefing there.
1549, monitor Unicom 122 days late. Goodbye. Unicom 128, thank you very much for very professional service. Bye-bye. Right, welcome, sir.
Not yet, Pilsner.
Ryanair 6 Papa on holding point, but Bravo and ready for departure. Ryanair 6 Papa, roger, on 08 left, clear for takeoff, wind 14 degrees, 5 knots, bye-bye. Correction, just report when you're airborne, sir. Cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left and reporting when airborne, Ryanair 6 Papa. Speedbird 526, report 25 miles prior TPAN.
Okay, short of 22 left.
Okay, Speedbird 526. November 650 Charlie Lima, continue holding point Echo 1, runway 2 to right, via runway 30 and Bravo, cross runway 2 to left.
Continue 22 right, holding point Echo 1 via runway 30 Bravo, cross 22 left, November 650 Charlie Lima. Wonderful. Oops, I didn't want to hit the brake here. This is what I wanted to push.
That's good, even 1581, ready for push and start, Alpha 17.
Alrighty.
Scandinavian, confirm Scandinavian 1581.
Oh, check.
1581, roger, push and start approved.
No aircraft in sight.
Confirm squawking 5264.
No aircraft in sight. Good stuff. And we're looking to exit on Bravo.
We'll change the squawk to 5264, Scandinavian 158.
So, we're going to continue 30 Bravo, Echo 1, hold short 22 right.
Only static when transmitting. KLM 52 Yankee identified, flight level 37, climb flight level 120. 105 Yankee.
It's going to be the next to the left is Bravo. Checked. I see the sign there.
Ryanair 6 Papa's airborne. Ryanair 6 Papa, thank you, identified.
Just going for a drive up and down the runway. Yes, Pancake King, exactly.
Scandinavian 27 kilo,
That's what aircraft are for. They're for driving.
Juliet requesting flight clearance to Geneva.
Use your data link, folks.
Station set once. Copenhagen control, good day to
Okay, Echo 1 should be to the right here.
Juliet 16 Delta, Copenhagen control, hello, identified. Copenhagen control, hello, Scandinavian 27 kilo, extend Bravo 9, with information, Juliet requesting flight clearance to Geneva. Scandinavian 27 kilo, Copenhagen control, hello, cleared to destination, Nixon 1 Charlie, departure, runway 2 to right, squawk 6554. Cleared to Geneva, Nixon 1 Charlie from runway D to right, and squawking 6554, Scandinavian 27 kilo. 27 kilo, we correct. Copenhagen, speedbird 526, approaching 25 miles, TPAN. And it's correction, speedbird 526, thank you, contact Scottish Control, frequency 135, decimal 525, goodbye. 135, 525, speedbird 526, have a good afternoon, bye-bye. Likewise. Copenhagen Control, November 525, fully established, runway 11. November 525, thank you, runway 11, clear to land, wind 11 degrees, 4 knots.
Just plug in for the lighting.
Land 52 Yankee,
I don't care for that.
240, clear left turn direct Tusk. Climbing 240 left hand to Tusk 5 Yankee. Ryanair 6 Papa, climb flight level 280. Climbing flight level 280, Ryanair 6 Papa. Yeah, time 9001, what arrival can I expect for runway 2 to left? Jet time 9001, you can expect 2 Blue 2 Foxtrot arrival.
So we need 7,000 pounds of fuel, just about.
Foxtrot arrival for 2 to left, jet time 9001, thank you. November 650 Charlie Lima, line up runway 2 to right and wait, call you back shortly.
Line up 22 right and wait, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay, cleared the lineup.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Pros. On. Windshield heat. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice.
Not required.
Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TARA. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. Checked. CAS. Takeoff config okay?
It is observed, but I'm going to hold it so the automatic first officer here waits for the lights until I'm given takeoff clearance. Okay, 2 to your right is identified nicely. Taxi lights off. I'm going to switch this chart over to the departure.
November 0 Charlie Lima, runway 2 to right, clear for takeoff, wind 17 degrees, 6 knots.
2 to your right, clear takeoff, November 0 Charlie Lima. Okay, I'm just going to quickly do a little cheeky thing here and switch this over to yaw now so I get rudder fine steering. Okie doke, let's go.
Landing, pulse, recog lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
Cool, let's go. ATS on. Actually, I'm going to take the heads-up display. And want to hold. Thrust set. V1. And rotate. And yeah, there's that bug with the V-speeds deselecting. I gotta fix that. LNAV. Flaps up. Just gonna go ahead and throw the autopilot on there. Speed 250.
November 0 Charlie Lima identified 1,900 feet, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 1900650 Charlie Lima. Cool, 190.
November 0 Charlie Lima, Copenhagen, radio check.
Climb, maintain flight level 1900650 Charlie Lima.
Thank you.
Copenhagen Control, November 525, can I just choose the parking myself?
November 5255,
Okay, flight level change here.
Thanks to Alpha Foxtrot, November 525.
Don't need the charts anymore.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. 0.
Skyline
Thrust
282,
reversals.
stand by 7, ready for push and start.
Off. Ignition.
112872, push and start approved.
Off.
QNH 1016.
Pressurization.
1016,
Checked.
push and start approved.
Pax
Skyline
transition.
282.
What do I have for VNAV plan anyway?
Completed. N1. Climb set. APU generator. Off. APU. Shut down. Passenger signs.
KLM 528,
Keep them.
CAS.
5 Yankee, go ahead.
It's clear.
confirm
After
flight level
takeoff
240
checklist
will be your
complete.
final level.
Yes, 240 is our final level 5 Yankee.
5 Yankee, roger, clear direct 11, echo
Okay,
echo.
after takeoff checks are complete.
Direct 11 for 5 Yankee.
270 knots. Let's make it 275. Put this up to 275 as well. And pass transition, standard. Ball with a Mach 82 cruise. Yeah, you got places to be. Okay, that HUD ain't doing anything for me anymore. Don't need it. Bumpy ride. guess people preferred if I had the crossbar, like Director A, cross pointer.
Easy 9 Echo Alpha, Copenhagen Control. Good afternoon. Information Echo correct. Cleared to Copenhagen via Abino 6 Bravo departure.
A little bit Pilsner, but I didn't do some changes yet.
Easy 9 Echo Alpha, read back correct. November 0 Charlie Lima, clear direct Elde, Echo Lima, climb flight level 280.
Direct LF flight level 280, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay, direct LD.
Copenhagen Control, Scandinavian 27 kilo. Can you confirm the initial climb for us?
And 280 on the altimeter altitude.
Correction,
Selector, good stuff. Password assigns to auto.
November 0 Charlie Lima, just confirm proceeding to Echo Lima.
Direct Echo Lima, November 650 Charlie Lima.
Yep.
Jet time 9001. We are 17
Yep, bumpy
miles
ride.
to top of Gulf.
Time 9001, Roger, when ready, descend flight level 290.
When ready, descend to flight level 290, jet time 9001.
Yet time.
Scandinavian 2872, ready for taxi.
Scandinavian 2872, taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway.
Alrighty, how's everybody doing? Ah, there was a question earlier. I forgot
Cross runway 12.
about. Let's see.
Cross Alpha 12 to 1 by Papa Fox Alpha, cross 12, Scandinavian 2872.
Easy 9 Golf, gates.
Maybe that wasn't a question. There wasn't a question anymore. Is that the question about the altimeter?
Scandinavian 27 kilo.
Oh no, I know. 19 OSY 81.
Scandinavian 27 kilo.
You were asking about whether what my opinion is of the actual XP12 build and CL650 with it. I mean,
Easy 9 Echo Alpha,
you see it works.
Question QNH 1014. KLM 52 Yankee, monitor Unicom, frequency 122 days, goodbye.
Monitor Unicom, thank you. 52 Yankee.
Hey Sim Caesar, how are you?
November 0 Charlie Lima, climb flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, November 650 Charlie Lima.
Ryanair 6 Papa, climb flight level 380.
Okay, 380.
Climbing flight level 380, Ryanair 6 Papa.
See if the guy has CPDLC service. Fans, log on. What was the identifier again? KDB.
Ryanair 6 Papa requesting 2 minutes out of cockpit. Approved as requested. Thank you, Ryanair 6 Papa.
Copenhagen Control, Scandinavian 27 kilo, requesting push.
Scandinavian 27 kilo, Roger, push and start approved, QNH 1016.
Start approved, QNH 1016, Scandinavian 27
Hey,
kilo.
Wizzball. How are you? Finally, we're on the way.
Scandinavian 2872, ready upon reaching.
Scandinavian 2872, Roger, runway 2 to right, cleared for takeoff, wind 170 degrees, 6 knots.
2 to right, cleared takeoff, Scandinavian 2872.
Ooh. Wonderful. So, fans CPDLC works. Good stuff. How are we looking on the fuel? 3,200 on arrival, that's enough. Where's our alternate anyway? I should probably punch that in. Alternate. EGCC, okay, yeah, that's pretty close. And with that, we should have fuel predictions for our alternate as well. So display flight plan. Position summary? No, flight plan progress. That's the one we want. Yep. 2270 on the alternate. 3,200 at the destination. So we got 270 pounds extra. Not much. I didn't overfuel very much. Hey Vinny, how are you? I didn't overfuel very much, and it kept me with engines running for quite a while.
Skyline 2872 airborne passing 1,800.
Canadian 2872 identified, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight 190, Skyline 2872.
Bumpy ride indeed. Let me set up the cabin for cruise.
Sinana for Echo Alpha, roger taxi holding point runway 09 via taxiway Foxtrot at Delta.
It looks more presentable back there.
2872, clear right turn right mixing. Correction, right turn right mixing.
Right, mixing Skyline 2872.
Scandinavian 27 kilo requesting taxi.
We got some traffic around. Pretty far away there.
27 kilo to roger, taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway 2 to right via Papa, Foxtrot and Alpha, cross runway 12. Alpha 1 following point runway 2 to right via
Looking
Papa,
for caffeine
Alpha,
is a worthwhile endeavor. Still doing 2,000 feet a minute. Yeah, we're fairly light. And it's ISO below zero, so performance is good.
Can you say the altitude for jet time 9001?
Jet time 9001, descend flight level 110 and clear the 2 Foxtrot arrival. Expect runway 22 left.
27 minutes to go to Ailda.
Descending to flight level 110 and clear the 2 Foxtrot arrival and expect ILS 22 left for jet time 9001.
Copenhagen Control, hello, Speedbird 815 gate. Link 27 with information, Juliet.
More traffic on here as well. For the extra SA, as the kids like to say. And since this screen ate shit, we're gonna go both PFDs for the reversion here, and I'm just gonna go and turn off the upper window. Ta-da!
Sierra Echo Walking Hotel, we report general aviation with Juliet. Kodiak 100,
That's the go.
Startup clearance to Halmstad.
So I'm gonna go vertical speed, and just roll the speed pre-selector up.
Echo Golf Lima Hotel Copenhagen Control.
1,000 feet a minute is enough.
Information, Juliet current clear to Halmstad via Astos 3 Charlie departure runway 2 to right. Squawk 4716.
to Halmstad via Astos 3 Charlie, departure 2 to right, and 4716 Sierra Lima Hotel.
Okay, the bumps went away.
Hotel, right back, correct?
I'll just select capture.
And requesting startup for Sierra Lima Hotel.
Lima Hotel, startup approved, QNH 1016.
And we'll go
Startup is approved,
cruise thrust
QNH
limit.
1016 Sierra Lima Hotel.
Copenhagen Control, good evening. Ryanair 881 Delta.
Whoa.
Foxtrot 5, requesting clearance to Edinburgh with Juliet.
That was a gust.
Ryanair 881 Delta, Copenhagen Control, hello, information Juliet, correct, clear to Edinburgh via Odin 1 Charlie, departure, runway 2 to right, and squawk 0544.
Yeah, it's ISO -8, so doing pretty good on the performance today. It's gonna be cooking. Bet you didn't know you could have this kind of a display here on the PFD. It's only available in reversion mode, and the PFD has the ICAS data on it. B-Hook, thanks for following, and Dormagen, thanks as well for the follow. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you. Welcome aboard. And pretty much there we are. That's about all she wrote. Yep. Because if you've lost the ICAS on here, this is only a very abbreviated data set, and you have no other important data on here, like the system status. So basically, this is an abbreviated version of all the system synoptic pages that you can normally bring up here.
Sort of complying to instructions. Runway 2 to right, you're clear for takeoff with 17 degrees.
I like to sort of comply with instructions. It's mostly optional compliance. She turning.
Get leaving 2872, climb and flight level 280.
Climb flight 280, is gonna 2872.
Now, question. Should we climb up higher? How can we answer that? What do you guys think? Whether it would actually help us or not. Because we got the performance for it. We could do 400, no issues.
15 kilo Copenhagen control, stand by, call back shortly.
As you can see, we were doing 1,500 feet a minute up to 38,000. So what would affect our choice of whether we wanna pick the higher level? You're cheating, Foxtrot, because you know. Now I could look through the flight plan itself. There is a jet stream at 370 that's going to be crossing our path.
And Copenhagen, Sierra Lima Hotel, ready to taxi.
34, 39. Just looking through quickly, there's about an extra 10 knots of headwind at 39. We currently have 53 knots of headwind. It's about in line with the flight plan prediction. Theoretically, we could wing it. We could also... Yeah, forecast turbulence. If I had turbulence available. On the real thing, yeah, you know, you've got your graphical weather system. But I don't have data for that, so I didn't implement it. Let's see, what could we do? ATC message. Wah, wah. That is, by the way, not an actual CPDLC message. Doesn't exist.
Time 9001, can you repeat the waypoint?
Alpha, Bravo, Echo, Golf, India.
And I guess, have I been logged off? No, I haven't. Oh, whatever. Just reject it.
Time 9001, can you take it on text?
Whatever, we'll send him an accept. Yeah, you're not allowed, I know you're not allowed to do that, but what I could do, what I could do, AOC corporate weather, winds aloft, and what I'm looking at here is some nearby waypoint, ETNS for instance. Get me winds aloft there, maybe at EL as well. And super
Copenhagen Control, good evening. Ryanair 1, Mike, Quebec, 7300, Foxtrot 6 with Juliet.
NATAB.
1 Mike Quebec, Copenhagen Control, hello, stand by Quebec.
Foxtrot Alpha.
Kilo, Copenhagen.
I've got winds loaded in on the ground. So yes, I'm aware. Data link, weather, winds aloft.
Berlin Brandenburg, 2 to right, CMA Charlie 0573 in the box. Scandinavian 15 kilo.
15 kilo, is that correct?
Yeah, much the same.
Hotel, continue via runway 30 and Bravo to the holding point Echo 1.
There's only an increase in headwind up there. Super, that should be about where we cross that jet stream.
And turn left on Bravo to holding point Echo 1, clear to cross 2 to left, Sierra Lima Hotel.
Wait, didn't I fix this? It should have been on the right here. Ah, damn it. I must have fixed it for another one.
Flight level 34, climb flight level 170.
This should have been pointing to the right, not to the left. Oops. Yeah. There's a wind decrease over at NATAB, but super... We're more or less at maximum wind here and service, and we're off of CPDLC.
Ryanair 1 Mike Quebec, have your clearance now extended.
Ryanair 1 Mike Quebec, ready.
So I'm probably outside of his airspace, so just gonna retune to 1228. Just quickly check on Matt Sims map, so I'm not gonna annoy anybody here. Yep, I am outside of his airspace.
At time 9:0001, when ready, descend altitude 3,000 feet to be level at Abegi, QNH 1 chip.
Okay, now we're on our own. Yet another update in 3 days inbound. What do you mean in 3 days? More like 3 hours. Okay, let me file that one up for myself as well. If Pilsner hasn't beat me to it. So we are gonna ask, or that's gonna be the winds aloft page, right hand LSK, right hand. Winds aloft view page, right hand. Lines have their caret reversed. Or, I guess, pointing to the wrong side. Did you dim the CVR light? No, well, that's more of a natural consequence of being an X-Plane 12, and I haven't made it brighter. That's what the problem is. In X-Plane 12, I had to reauthor quite a few of the lights to make them work right. let's get the lights up and running in here. Reading lights we don't need. Actually, they're already pretty much all on. Yep. Let's keep this guy up here, and we can just look at the world go by, I suppose. And up here, actually, what I want is I want the VNAV window to on, MFD window to on. That way I can see my fuel at the destination, and before I get to top a drop, I'm going to swap it back over to VNAV data. Cool. Yeah, now we just wait. He's on the Rega cabin. Not yet. Trolley 2000. No updates on that yet. So here we are. Shall we make it cursed? And make it use north up. Yeah, I don't need the nearest airports anymore. Do I want them on there? I don't know. It's this far zoomed out, it's pretty useless. Nah, let's make it track up. We're heading up, actually. There we go, 1553. Predicted arrival for the next waypoint. Destination at 1654. Cool, that's perfect. Yeah. Getting a bunch of bumps here. So I've taken notes on that already. Good stuff. Nicely flying. Well, within reason, that is, of course. Let's see, if we enable turb mode, might we actually get slightly, well, might soften up the response a little bit. Although that means that we will wallow around a bit more. Yeah, not much difference. In pilot, welcome, welcome. How are you? $60 knots of headwind. There's not much weather out there, it's just bumpy. Which I understand is a lot of people complaining about X-Plane recently, X-Plane 12, that it's been a little bit too bumpy along the ride. Perhaps, could be, I don't know. Let's see, what's the last thing in my hard landing indicator log? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, these are basically false values. I can, the 001s and that kind of stuff. Hey, Orion 617, how are you? This is just recorded whenever I do like a messing about, when I just reposition back to the ground and stuff. Missing the seal. I could fly and explain 11 but prefer 12. PM Pilot, the beta is available to any existing customer. You just have to message me on Discord and I'll send you the beta. In fact, let me take care of, there was a message from somebody pending who wanted it. Let's see. There's this person, so will you load in? Oh. Cool. Let me take care of that person there. So, get you your beta code, buddy. And there you are. Hey, Hatrico. How are you? So let's see, if Batsum sees me at the correct altitude, we might even, the thing might even work. And by the thing, I mean, it's showing me at 37,000 flat. Okay, and what's the nearest airport's altimeter here? It's probably not, so they probably haven't done anything about that yet. And I am running the latest build. I'm doing okay. Patrick. Thanks for asking. EDWI. So if we look at terminal weather at EDWI, weather for ETNT. They have weather there. Might not actually. Oh, what's near here? Probably not gonna have anything there. Oh no, they do. 1015. So that is definitely not gonna generate a 1,000 foot delta. That's only about 60 feet. So it appears that VATSIM has not fixed their lack of integration for the thing. Or maybe this has shown geometric altitudes. Who knows? There is a bunch of people flying at. Let's see, they should have been overreading the altitude they're flying. Oh well. Cool. And PM Piles just messaged me. Alrighty. You've been added to the beta list, and let me send you the code. Boom, and boom. Cool. That's taken care of. There's another person. Jay Brosy. Good stuff. Grab a beta code for you. Alrighty, I think I've taken care of all of them. Awesome stuff. Alrighty. So the reason I didn't fly Pilot Edge today is because Pilot Edge doesn't have a new client out yet that supports X-Plane 12 natively. I mean, it will run, but it just won't. It won't show you at the correct altitude, and I wanted to basically pull that. I wanted to try if the VATSIM client has the update already in there. Apparently, however, they do not. So, yeah. Ooh, that's a big buildup. Rather low resolution. Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems they do not have the fix in yet. Even though presumably they did say that it was in already, what, didn't they? I seem to recall that that was the case. Beta X pilot project. See if this works on the old stream. And it does. It's the wall from Game of Thrones. So get it download. So what did they say? Added comm station call sign. Your value is assigned. Actively transmitting on the radio. Convert to MIDI audio for AFE audio processing. Remove audio API. Compile 2204. It may not be compatible. Refresh audio devices when used detector removed. Yeah, not sure about that, guys. Pressure altitude reporting in X-Plane 12, not really. They absolutely attempted to do it. Good. I mean, if the altitude shown on here is supposed to be like geometric, and everybody else understands that and is aware of that, then it's fine. I mean, that's okay. This guy's at an even altitude. This guy's at an even altitude. What are they supposed to be flying? Who knows? Probably they're flying westward, so they're flying even. This guy's flying odd within 100 feet. Even within 100 feet. Odd perfectly. So no, I'm the only oddball out. Probably the only person on X-Plane 12 then. There's a bunch of Cessnas and Airbus. If you want, is there any trick to getting current nav data from Navigraph FMS Manager for the CL650? Where the X-Plane 12 Challenger beta data is. Just install the nav data for X-Plane 12, that's all you need to do, nothing more. You do not need to do anything different. I don't think VATSIM simulates guard, but sure, let's listen in on guard as well. No trick required. Just update X-Plane and it'll pick it up. Of course, when you load into the airplane, you gotta make sure that you've got the correct database selected. What happens if I try to swap it in flight? Anybody know? Isn't it? Anybody know what happens if I dump this on here in flight? No, you idiot. Just say no. Not to use guard, but you'll sometimes hear the kids meowing. Explosion. See, all voice and text communication frequencies are for operational use only. Account holders shall not carry out private conversations over any communications channels. Shall not be used. Why not? Whizball. What's the reasoning? Because they're cringe. Anyway, the answer is... Wah, wah. It's not gonna let me. The FMC is state aware and it is aware that the airplane's in flight, so it's not gonna let me screw myself over by deleting my flight plan. Which would be, I'm sure, hilarious, but yeah. Fortunately, it's not gonna let me do that. There we go, proc page on there as well. You add a failure for stuck weight on wheel sensor, either stuck in the on ground state or in air state. Let's see what failures we do have available. I don't think I simulate on ground state for the weight on wheels. That'll be 35, no, hang on. 32 is landing gear, there we go. Is there a way to kill the gear sensor? I don't think there is, no. And if you kill the PSEU, which is the gear control unit, that's the thing that basically gives you the weight on wheels state. The aircraft, I'm sorry, the FMC. So tell me there's a uncommanded flaps extension. Gebaut inklusive CAT-Scan der Bauteile. Yeah, pilot deviation. I mean, it's still relevant, so don't worry about it. Yes, the Challenger 604 that had the flap extension. I've added stuff for that, so that is now simulable inside of the beta version. It's in 27 flaps, and you can have uncommanded extend or retract. Pancaking, to your question, proximity sensing electronic unit. If you fail that, so what does it say? What does it do? In that case, if there is no weight on wheels data from the PSEU, the flight managing computers, and you're going to have to fail both of them, by the way. The flight managing computers revert back to using true airspeed, and if they see a TAS of more than 40 knots, they'll assume that you are in flight. But you'd have to fail both the weight on wheel sensor and the airspeed indicator. And I think in that case, I need to check the code, but in that case they will default to in-flight state, which is the safer one, so they'll assume that you are in flight. Pull out my Aero AFM, but I wonder what would happen if one of the wires for the weight on wheels were cut broken. Actually, as if you were completely overfill the fuel tanks. Speedbird, Lang. What actually happens, you would get, there's overflow vents underneath that are designed to prevent an overpressure of the wing. That is basically your wing burst protection, because if you were allowed to keep pumping into the wing with the wing completely full, you could literally rip it apart. You could rip the seams and cause a major fuel leak or structural damage to the wing. So underneath on the bottom there are pressure overflow vents, which if they detect a pressure rise above a certain threshold inside of the wing tank, they'll pop and you'll be pissing fuel all over the ramp. And it does happen. Typically when an airplane has a lot of fuel put into it, when either the fuel's cold or the wing's cold or whatever, and then the jet just sits in the sun and doesn't consume the fuel, then the fuel will expand and it could rip the wing apart. to light a match. Yeah, I suppose. But nice cliffs over there. Yeah, I know. But there is some safety there, Speedbird, in the fact that Jet A doesn't really want to burn when it's in a puddle. Now you shouldn't try it, but there's a famous video about how flammable Jet A is. It's an old YouTube video. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Let me show you guys. No, not that one. That button.
Is jet fuel. I was actually surprised when I started doing this at how many different colors there are of the different fuels, but jet fuel is totally clear, as you can see. I'm not seeing any color. Some people say it has a see if. All right, and let's do this. Ah, it just goes out. Let's put another one in. Try it slower here. Remember, this is jet fuel. Same thing they put in Boeing 737s, Airbus A380. Okay, got that match burning nice and slow in there. And nope, it just quits. All right, let's try a different method. All right, you probably can't see the flame on there, but you can probably hear it. There we go. That's kind of cool. There's thermals in there, but it's not burning. Not burning. Flames right in there. Okay, so why is that? Well, it has to be atomized. So in a jet engine, they have nozzles that spray it.
So the cause for this, the reason why it doesn't want to burn, is that jet fuel has a very, very low vapor pressure. So there's not really a whole lot of vapor on there to be ignited. It's basically the vapor that you ignite. And there isn't really all that much evaporation because of the fact that it is a very long chain molecule. It's very heavy, it's very oily. And that causes that basically causes not very much of the liquid to become free and basically float up to above the surface to be ignited.
In a fine. So
and so that's how you do it.
We're going to try spraying a little bit of jet fuel.
And that's how it burns.
Atomized, individual atoms.
It's not actually individual atoms, it's more or less teeny tiny droplets. Probably still hundreds of thousands of molecules bound together, but as long as you have enough surface area, you can heat up sufficiently and liberate enough of the molecules to create a self-sustaining reaction. And we do this, then shoot it through the injector and make a fireball. Yeah. You don't seem to have the atmospheric flickering, which incidentally seems to not happen to me on texture quality medium. I have currently set my texture quality to maximum, but I don't know if that is me or whatever. But yeah. I'm also on Linux, so I don't know, maybe that makes a difference. Although it is an NVIDIA GPU, which should be the same driver everywhere. Also, I am on beta 9 of X-Plane 12, which perhaps fixed it already, I don't know. When I worked as a fueler at KSLC, I got through a lit cigarette into a bucket that had some Jet A and it didn't light off, but I was ready to run and never come back again. Yeah, so TW800's fuel was able to ignite from faulty wiring. Yeah, so the way you can ignite jet fuel is that X-Plane 12 or wins. That I have a small fly on my monitor turned out to be Toto's mouse pointer. Sorry. So the way you can ignite jet fuel is you basically have to generate enough vapor on top of that surface, right? And you can do it with one of two ways. You can either spray it apart. You can literally just tear apart the liquid into teeny tiny droplets, and that way you can get it. Or the other possibility is you can heat it up massively. Jet fuel, just like any other hydrocarbon that can burn, it does have an auto ignition temperature. And that temperature is about 120 degrees, something like that, Celsius. So if you heat it up enough, there will be enough of a vapor pressure for it to, well, actually auto ignition temperature is higher. I'm talking about the gosh, what's the name of it? There's a temperature above which you have enough vapor there to readily ignite, although it's fairly low. For jet fuel, like 20-something degrees. Nevertheless, if you generate enough vapor on there by heating up the fuel, then you can ignite it, and then once it's going, it's going. It's self-sustaining as a reaction. So you can do that either by heating the entire mass of the liquid, or you can have a very sharp point source of heat, something like an electrical discharge. Yeah, the flash point. Yeah. Flash point for Jet A is like 21 degrees or something. And that is basically when it can start to burn, but still might be very difficult. Once you are sufficiently above that temperature, it will burn quite readily with a flame, even with the liquid, like a solid amount of liquid. Anyway, what was I going at? So yeah, if you have an electrical arc or discharge or something like that that throws electrical arcs are extremely hot. You're talking thousands of degrees Celsius, and they create a very high temperature point. So that can also ignite jet fuel. That is why they ground aircraft, because if you have, even though jet fuel is pretty hard to ignite, if you have an electrical discharge from like any kind of static electricity buildup, you can ignite it. Bit of an odd question, but you possibly plan to add a browser to the aircraft, something like add-ons have internet browsers. Fuel they made for the SR-71 was really interesting. Yeah, that one was even, Dragon 40, that one had an even lower vapor pressure, so that one was extremely difficult to light. And Speedbird 001, to add a browser, I think X-Plane 12 already comes with the ability to add it, so I'd probably just stick it in here somewhere. I'll think about it. It's currently not very high on my priority list, but yes, I did want to have the ability to like play videos on here. LibVLC, LibNetflix. I'll have to be setting the Challenger to watch the Twitch stream on the big screen. Oh, yeah, sure. Although this screen ain't really all that big as you might think. It's, let's see. I don't know, it might be 17 inches. Not very large, to be honest. I mean, it's probably bigger than nothing. Kind of weird to see the cockpit on the screen next to seeing the cockpit in real life. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There's a pretty sharp turn there in our route. See what happens when we get there. Get the rear cabin screen now. Yes, we could, Pilsner. Yeah, in fact we could. It wouldn't really be all that much effort. It's not going to make 1.7 for sure, because I'm trying to keep the scope. You might have been... Where are we going today? We're going to Edinburgh. So, right there, EGPH. Yeah, we're looking on the prog page. Burning a little bit more fuel than we expected, but close enough. So, do any of these big screens that is in the cabinet, see citations that have the pop-out big screen. Dragon, I'm not sure. So in real life, there is actually a second monitor back on that wall there. It's the same monitor as this one. I didn't have room to put it there because of texture limitations, but theoretically, yes, I could. Pop-up screen. Big screens. I don't know what you mean. I mean, it is capable on the real thing to play movies and stuff like that. So I guess. Saw the triaging. Yeah, triaging. Yeah. I was heavily trying to classify stuff on what's going to make it into 1.7 and what's going to be punted off to the next update. I'm trying to get 1.7 out the door, preferably within 2 weeks. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Basically, I want to get the update and 12 explain 12 update to everybody. So primarily they stop spamming with beta requests. Although it's not like, you know, I do appreciate you folks messaging me, so that's all perfectly fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But don't worry about it. You're not annoying me or anything like that. It's just I want to get this thing out the door so everybody else can enjoy it. So you're going into beta. You are going in there. 2 weeks is a good sprint. Well, JSnap, I wanna, I wanna basically limit the amount of stuff that's gonna go in there. So at this point, I'm down to just bugs. Please add an offset before that sharp turn. Wondering how LNAV would. Sorry about that, Orion. LNAV will cut the corner correctly. Don't worry about it. So if you want to see what an offset there would look like, I can do a 0.5 offset, I guess. Or 0.5, sorry. It's not really much of an offset, I guess, because it is a pretty small amount. Let's make it more like 2, I guess. There. Although now I am fairly far. Hang on, so let's make it left 2 miles. I wouldn't be able to turn inside of that. FP12, how's the transition going? Huge changes or not much? Santeria, I mean, it looks better. But from the point of view, 135,525, okay. 135,525.
I'm now flight level 150. Flight level 150.
I'm sorry, we have to cancel the offset here.
6 Victor Alpha, surface winds 240 degrees, 11 knots, runway 24, clear takeoff. Runway 24, clear takeoff, speed of 6 Victor Alpha.
So would it be that London or something? On 135,525. What is your call sign there, buddy? Scottish Control. Good stuff.
Virgin 108, climb flight level 250. 250, Virgin 108. And Air4 Hotel, climb flight level 370. 370, Air 4 Hotel.
Scottish Control, hello, November 650, trailing my flight level 380.
650, Charlie Lima, Scottish, hello, the ACPED 1 Echo arrival for Edinburgh.
ACPET 1 Echo arrival for Edinburgh, November 650, Charlie Lima.
Kilo 650, Charlie Lima, reach direct. Charlie Lima, route direct NATAB.
Direct NATAB, November 650, Charlie Lima. Let's see, direct NATAB. Ooh, bunch of crosswind here. Beta updates to it, but I'm pretty sure now X Aviation serial number is the most copied and pasted number, as we have the enter it twice per beta release. Yeah, sorry about that, Vortex. That's why I want to get the update out as soon as practicable. or basically the final update out for making it stable. Okay, NATAB. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the weather there. So, ATIS request EGPH. Yeah, it's interesting. I saw that too. Okay, Edinburgh information Oscar. Runway in use 24. Position flight level is 75. 240 at 11.
6 Victor Alpha after departure, runway 24. It'll be cleared to Geneva by the GoSam 1 Delta departure.
3000.
Full pass, runway 24,
Temp
cleared
14.
Geneva, GoSam 1 Charlie, speed with 6 Victor Alpha.
2.9 or QNH 1007.
6 Victor Alpha, correct.
Information.
6 Victor Alpha, report final 24 number 1. Local,
Okay, we got information Oscar.
Just beat the bird, 6 Victor Alpha, any chance high speed? 6 Victor Alpha, high speed you have.
Alrighty.
Delta 925, route
So I know in Europe they like to give ILS approaches typically by default, so let's plan for that.
Delta 925, climb now, flight level 320. Flight level 320, Delta 925.
Depart arrive. ILS 24. Let's bring you over to plan mode. Now question, is it... Okay, go ahead and execute it like this for now. Check fuel at alternate enable flight plan altitude. Ah, that's another thing I gotta check. Okay, vectoring. Aha, right, yeah, I could not do that.
Scottish, Roger, via Delta 1, line up runway, in fact, sorry, correction, hold short of runway 24. 124,
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dump that thing out of there. Yeah, I gotta go fix that. Just so it shuts up about it. With a greasy spoon diner inside, so we can make pancakes all day. Okay, let's have a look at the chart here. EGPH, Edinburgh, UK. Actually, let's make it graphical, why not? And we'll bring up the NB ILS DME T4. Getting a little bit overbearing it. There we go. And this guy also, I'm going to take you down a couple notches as we're getting into nighttime. There already isn't it? Is there already APF for weather, or are you still left in the dark? And when it comes to this, I'm totally left in the dark there. Nevada rocks. I have no idea what they're going to do. So they're probably going to vector us. So I'm going to just leave it, I suppose. Tartan.
Spirit 6 Victor Alpha, final runway 24. Spirit 6 Victor Alpha, thanks. Cleared low approach, not below altitude 300. Yeah, let's do not below altitude.
Yeah, they basically directed me to NATAB,
Edinburgh QNH of 1007.
Agpad,
or north of the runway 24.
260 exactly, then 7,000 at Tartan. Oof, that's a steep descent.
Not below altitude
3.2, so I'm expecting we're going to be running speed brakes there pretty hard.
Scottish Ryanair 2 Tango Hotel radio check. Yeah, 2 Tango Hotel at what's calling Scottish Redeville 5.
Yeah.
Ryanair 2 Tango Hotel, stand 21.
I do have my cloud detail turned down quite a bit, so
clearance to Shannon.
could be that.
You can call Edinburgh Ground with that request on 121.750. Oh, I didn't see ground was online, sorry about that.
Actually, I do want these higher on the brightness there.
108, climb flight level 350. Virgin 108, climb flight level 350. Climb 350, Virgin 108.
In fact, what I'm going to do here, instead of messing with this, I'm going to make it night mode. There we go. Perfect.
Alpha 123, heading to Edinburgh.
Okay, I need slightly more than that. Where are you now?
Should be default, change my mind. And yet there isn't an... Ah. Yeah, that's some interesting atmospheric effects happening. Yet there's an SP-12 instruction station that has been written by Austin that can't control the weather already. Yeah, they've got some internal APIs for that, but they're not exposing that to us.
That's 6 Victor Alpha, report your passing level. Passing to you at Christian 3000, Super Victor Alpha. Good 6 Victor Alpha, thank you. Left hand direct Dean Cross.
So, temps over there are temperature 14, UGPH 240 at hello. Alright, 24. Dry conditions. QNH is
Alpha 123, Roger, squawk 3622.
007.
And while you're at it, if you could turn your microphone down, please.
Savage. Cool. Plenty of runway there. Good stuff. Compressed air pointed directly at his mic.
598 Whiskey, hello, wind 240 degrees 11 knots. Runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Yeah. Precip, I think. Static air temp is minus 60 though, so not gonna turn on the anti-ice here, not required. Somebody forgot to turn off the landing lights. Not me.
Alpha 123, thank you. Identified, basic service, remain outside of controlled airspace, Scottish QNH 1006.
Sure. Charts app works fine. Let's fetch weather for destination there.
Engine 108, nothing further for you now. Unicom on 122.
Alright, I do have charts on here. Huh. I forgot I installed an app tab.
Report your present altitude.
So let's go there. No, it's
Bravo 123, the base of controlled airspace where you are 2,500 feet. Descent not above altitude 2,400 feet, please.
Yep, permit Navigraph. Alrighty. Chart fonts, I don't want that. So we want EGPH. Nope. No navigation data available. Check log. Explain presumably 12. No. Okay, so
590 Juliet Whiskey, report your passing level. Passing 2,300.
you've broken the Avid tab.
Rose 59 Juliet Whiskey, climb now, flight level 150. It's blocked. Rose 59 Juliet Whiskey, climb now, flight level 150.
Appears to have fetched it.
150 Scott Willis. Whiskey. The other station calling. Alright, what's on there? It's just you two stepping on each other. Okay.
Nothing in the log. So, yeah.
Hey, Alpha 123, I have your correction, I have your airspace joining clearance advised ready.
100 miles to top a drop. I don't know, I might just need a restart. Maybe it doesn't work if you...
ready to copy your joining clearance.
Maybe it just doesn't work when you are... like it needs to reload or something. Alrighty, put that over there. And we're gonna turn on synthetic vision. Nice cloud surfing. The terrain rendering there looks a little bit poo. Well, it's not terrain, actually some artifacting.
Controlled airspace, routing via Bath Gates and the 4th Road bridges, not above altitude 2,000 feet to VFR.
Alpha 123, could you hit undetect, please?
And I need you to turn westbound to remain outside of controlled airspace for now.
Spicy. Case in
Alpha
point.
123, turn westbound now, please. Don't wallop. Alpha 123, Scottish.
Not sure those are carried. Those are meant to be. You mean? Hang on. You mean bearing source? Alright, hang on. Gotta go on hold you.
Which is the Alpha climb. 6 Victor Alpha climb flight level 350. Level 350, speedbird 6 Victor Alpha.
Feel very thoughtless about having it pop out. I just wish X-Plane remembered your windows were when you last popped out. My biggest regret, X-Plane told they didn't do that. Could you please stop using multiple question marks? Modeling annoys me.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, we just had a text from you for Delta 925. Oh, I'm sorry, ignore that.
I never want to leave all playing at once. My current input audio interface doesn't cut it. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. That's got to be a lot of gear then. Alright, so we have the arrival data in. In fact, no, I want to do here. So I want to look at our landing weight. 31.7. So that's going to be our landing weight there, predicted. It's going to send those over. Good stuff. What else do I need? Check the arrival data for the ILS-24. I want to run in the minimums, so to that end, that over there, bring that up, and I want to read off the minimums on here. So minimums are 300 feet barrow. So bring that guy in here. Refs.
123, I'll take a sorry, Alpha 123, I'll take a readback from you when you have
that
one.
was a bump. Quick check on the frequencies there. 108.9, front course 241, 241, 108.9, good stuff. 3-degree light path.
123, correct, report overhead bath gates.
And let's check the mist. Mist is just vectors. Oh, that's easy. Straight ahead, climb 3000, then as directed. Mr. Approach with calm failure, straight ahead 3000, then turn right to locator at 3000. So, this is the simplest misapproach I've ever heard of. Let's just carry on flying and climb. I mean, we can do that. Hey Deutschworks, how are you? Doing well, how about myself? Alrighty, with parking, what are we looking for? Probably down there, GA apron. Yeah, that's the one they're going to direct us towards. Runway 24 for landing. Bravo exit. Alpha.
Bravo 123, it's a radar control service.
Lima or Mike.
North of Bathgate. Route to the 4th Road Bridges now to hold.
And I'll bring up the inset chart there. Let's see, it was 10.10-9B.
Bravo 123, you have the capability to speak over the radio as
Mike,
well. Need a readback, please. Hold.
Lima.
Route to the 4th Road Bridges.
Alpha Mike, perhaps. And then the GA apron. Yep, makes sense. Sweet. Makes sense. How are we looking timing wise? Actually, I want to bring that over there. Time wise, we'd be expecting to arrive in about a half hour, so I'm going to go ahead and call Jenny. Get her.
650 Charlie Lima, when ready, descend flight level 250. Sorry, correction, when ready, descend flight level 260 to be leveled by ACPAD.
When ready, down flight level 260 to be leveled by ACPAD, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay, let me just get Jenny on the horn here. And I'll start the descent then.
Hot start flight support. Jenny speaking. How can we help?
And get the passengers for us, please.
Understood. We'll have that ready for you. Anything else?
And that'll be all.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
Okay, so we've got 40 miles to go to top a drop there. In fact, what I'm going to do here... ...260 by ACPAD. No problemo. Let's have a think. Vertical direct to ACPAD would be 1.44 degrees. So that's still a little bit flat. When it's about up around 2 degrees, that's when I'm going to start down. Even 250 on a 3-degree path down. Holy moly. We're going to be riding the speed brakes hard, boys. We're going to have to slow down pretty hard. And I'm probably going to have to do the checklists manually. At the right hand MFD is a little bit borky to bork. So easy peasy. I'm just going to pull up the checklist in a paper form. And checklists printable. Wonderful.
Right, 2 Tango Hotel for Delta 1. Right, 2 Tango Hotel, hello, surface winds 240 degrees at 11 knots, QNH 1007. Sorry, correction. Ignore me. Right, 2 Tango Hotel, surface winds 240 degrees, 11 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it down to the descent checklist. Hey Simpix, welcome, welcome.
Easy 85 Foxtrot Tango, push and start is approved.
Alrighty, how we're looking on that direct there.
Bit 6 Victor Alpha, nothing further now, Unicom on 122.8, Turan.
What's your order speed with 6 Victor Alpha? Just short connect.
Would there be any issue with your cockpit one being in VR? No issue. Wake Vortex, it should work just fine. We're barely even aware that you are in VR, so no, it won't really make much of a difference. Okay, I'm gonna arm VNav here. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit resume 250, or resume Mach 2. There's 2 degrees.
Scottish. Scottish control, we have found activity. 593 Scottish, hello, in PIP 1 Echo arrival, when ready, descend flight level 260 to be level by in PIP. Inspecting gate 1 Echo arrival, when ready, descend
Alrighty, let's go.
Negative, when ready, descend flight level 260, level by in PIP. 260 by in PIP, and affirmative. Control code is 615, request at a cockpit for 10 minutes.
Alrighty, down we go.
It's approved, report when you're back.
Okay, the 7372. And down we go. So let's get the descent checklist out of the way. Shoulder harness is secure.
Passing 4,000,
Passenger signs, we're gonna set, we're gonna leave on auto for now. Actually, no.
5150, right now, to check hotel.
Get the passenger seat and everything.
Sorry, I sent it to the wrong aircraft, ignore that. Thank you, we'll call back in, 615.
It's kind of dark in here.
Scottish, Tayside 06 Delta. Tayside 06 Delta, Scottish, hello, pass message. Tayside 06 Delta, PA28, routing 5 to 5, currently 5 miles west of 5, 2,000 feet, QNH 1007, routing Newborough.
Okay, pressurization is pretty much sea level.
Tayside 06 Delta, Scottish, Roger, squawk 3,
just quickly check on the chart here.
Basic service. The Scottish QNH is 1006.
Elevation is 110 feet now.
QNH 1006 and basic service Tayside 06 Delta.
So, it's a little bit hard to see.
Scottish, hello, squawk 36.
Yeah, it's about 100 feet.
Blacker 1 Golf arrival.
Squawking 3623 Black Gemstone 26.
And I'm gonna go and get the ATIS on auto update mode.
Stand 18 Belfast. Information Hotel Airbus A320 ready for airport 2. C411 stand
Okay,
by.
still information Oscar. Flight level 75 is in fact the descent transition. Alrighty. Yep, that info is still fresh. Gonna leave it on there.
677 info whiskey A320
Quick check.
Good 677. You were meant to call London, not Scottish. 129.425.
MFD data. We want to be on approach reference. Good stuff. That checks. Good. Continue with the checklist. Pressurization is set. Fuel quantity and balance. Quantity is looking good, and to check the balance I have to throw this over here. We need to be within 400 pounds, and we are.
Gemstone 26 Golf Whiskey, thank you. When ready, descend flight level 1.
FMS landing data and charts is programmed and set. Approach briefing.
Scottish Control, hello, Shuttle 13
Just a quick
kilo,
review here on the approach. It's an ILS 24.
13 kilo, Scottish, hello, I don't cover Newcastle outbound.
Expecting vectors
Continue with Unicom.
to the center fix, which we do have in here. CI24, FI24.
4 Hotel, leaving 3 east, there's no Copenhagen.
It's 3,000 for final. Read down. Straight ahead for Mr. Approach up to 3,000. Simple as can be. Alrighty. And with that, the approach is reviewed and VNF transition flight level is set. You can see that here. No, hang on. It's up in config. Yes, it is. Flight level 75.
200 to be level by in rev.
Good stuff.
Copy, descend 200 by in rev.
Yes, wave over text. What it does, it automatically checks every few minutes whether there's a new ATIS and will alert you only when there is one. Otherwise, it's going to keep quiet.
5240 right now, 2 Tango Hotel. Okay, what's your final requested level? 240, it's final. Okay, fine, thanks. Scottish Control, hello, EZ132 uniform, flight level 340. EZ132 uniform, Scottish, hello.
Okay, there's 300 knots. Switched over to Mach mode, or IS mode. Where's the expiration date on JEP charts? It's not there.
Delta 925, there's no Shanwick.
There's only a valid from, but there is no expiry.
122.8 for Delta 925. Thanks for the ATC. Have a great evening.
Alrighty. Alright, let's get everybody seated.
6615, thank you, welcome back.
May we have your attention, please? We're approaching our destination and we'll be landing in a few minutes. Please place all storage compartments and tables in their fully stowed position.
Okay. AgPad is 260. And just about on the money.
Tayside 06 Delta, Orkney QNH 1001. QNH 1001, thank you, Tayside 06 Delta. Over 650 Charlie Lima, continue descent flight level 200.
Continue descent flight level 200, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay, so down to 200, we're cleared. 200 is set. And we keep on letting the airplane fly itself. They don't have a date range. They have a valid from, but there is no end date. Because charts are produced. Kill the auto-amper is going to kill your autopilot as well, Pancake King. New ATIS. Or maybe. Information Papa. Okay. 2475, 240 at 11.
5,000 feet, squawk 2171.
Okay, there we go. ACPED is passed. Unit 1007. Aperture 13. So we can throw it in there quick. Perf. 131007 checks. Resend the V-speeds.
Center, good day. Delta 757 Papa's with you, flight level 340.
Alrighty. Speedbird 001, thanks for following.
Scottish and also with you, thank you. The in-pip 1 Echo arrival.
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
And when we
757?
start getting to the decel, you're gonna see it's we're gonna have to start pulling speed brake here. Because 250, yeah, that's not gonna be easy to do on a 3-degree down. As they say, we can go down or slow down, but we cannot slow down while going down. We can't do both. And this is a 3.12 degree to make that 7,000 constraint at Tartan. Just basically a no chance, buddy. Not a frickin' chance to make that.
650 Charlie Lima, you can plan for flight level 80 at Tartan due to the pressure.
650 Charlie Lima. And confirm we are clear to descend to flight level 80 for 650 Charlie Lima.
Charlie, maintain flight level 200, expect flight level 80 at Tartan.
Maintain 200, 650 Charlie Lima. There we go. Well, I don't know, buddy, how we're going to be able to do 8,000.
5 Foxtrot Tango, report your passing level.
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit less terrible. I'm going to wait before I acknowledge it, before I change it. There we go, VLS cap.
Ryanair 593, descend flight level 80 to be level at Tartan. Please in nature by time, right 650 Charlie Lima, descend flight level 160.
Descend flight level 160, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay, VFLC 160.
650 Charlie Lima, just keep it like it sounds like you're only coming through when you've got the client tabbed in or something like that and getting the tail ends of your transmissions only.
Apologies, November 650 Charlie Lima, descent flight level 160.
Thank you.
I must not have been pushing the button hard enough. Alrighty, that's gonna need some brakey brake. There's B path. Switch it over to rose mode so I can see when we're set up for the approach.
Over 650 Charlie Lima, descend flight level 120.
Descend flight level 120, November 650 Charlie Lima.
Ryanair 593, leave Tartan, heading 020 degrees, landing runway 24. Probably a lead turn, heading 020, runway 24, and 5. Easy 85 Foxtrot Tango, climb now, flight
Sweet.
level 150.
Well, fortunately, he shallowed us out a little bit. That 0.2 degrees of angle delta, that's going to make it so that we can actually make the constraints. If we had to go down to 7,000, that would have been creative.
Easy 132 uniform, request descent.
Easy 132 uniform, when ready, descend flight level 260, level in-pip.
Required caffeine, good stuff, Vinny.
Descend 260, level in-pip.
After we land, I'm going to be acquiring dinner, which will be in approximately 12 minutes.
Scottish, good afternoon, Neptune 785 inbound Reba, flight level 400, and speed Mach 0.75.
Neptune 785, Scottish, roger, break gemstone 26 Golf Whiskey, leave town.
Alrighty, we got a 250 constraint at Haven, which we can keep, no issues.
Leave through break, heading 030, when landing 23, gemstone 26 Golf Whiskey. 26 Golf Whiskey, thank you, descend now, flight level 80. Thanks, level 80, gemstone 26 Golf Whiskey. 593, speed 220 knots or greater after Tartan.
Turn down the screens. As it gets nighttime, I'm gonna get blinded.
Neptune 785, the INPIP 1 Echo arrival for Edinburgh.
INPIP for Echo for Edinburgh, Neptune 785.
Edinburgh. Sure, all the Scots in chat just cringed a little bit.
109 are holding short of runway 24.
Easy 109, Scottish, roger, surface winds 240 degrees at 11 knots, runway 24, clear takeoff.
24 clear for takeoff, easy 109.
5 seconds sequence. Haven. 250. Beautiful.
619 Scottish, roger, INPIP 1 Echo arrival.
Yes sir, 1 Echo arrival.
In fact, what I'm gonna do here. Come on.
Just confirm it's a star clearance. INPIP 1 Echo arrival.
I'm gonna go just to piss everybody off. There we go.
Over 650 Charlie Lima, descend flight level 80, level at Tartan.
Flight level 80, level at Tartan, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay.
785, turn right, heading 030 degrees.
80, level at Tartan. Sync up that heading.
757 Papa, when ready, descend flight level 260 to be level by INPIP.
Descend flight level 260, send buzzer.
D13T uniform on conversion, speed 300 knots or greater.
On conversion, 300 or greater.
I don't know, there's some flashing on the atmosphere.
Papa on conversion,
It's happening still.
300 knots.
Let's look at the screens at the seat.
650 Charlie Lima, leave Tartan, heading 020 degrees, speed 220 knots, landing runway 24.
Leave Tartan 020 degrees and 220 knots on the speed, November 650 Charlie Lima.
And F593, 23
Okay.
miles for runway 24.
It's going to be 020 out of Tartan.
4,000 feet to QNH 1007.
And the speed out of Tartan is going to be 220.
From the QNH 1007.
Impromptu rave. Yeah, indeed. All Scotland is raving right now.
Move at 619, report your Mach number.
Yeah, when it's dark, it's at least tolerable.
Coming through break.
Okay, yeah, that speed ain't happening right now, so it needs a little bit of break.
Good, 619, roger, maintain Mach .8, correction Mach decimal 85 or greater.
Stat, decimal 85 or greater.
Tune 785, descend flight level 380 and confirm you're on decimal 75 or less.
Descending flight level 380 and we're on 0.75, Neptune 785.
Roger.
Scottish control, right at 881.
So,
Radio check.
there we go, flight plan discontinuity, so it's already warning me, hey, we're about to drop off the flight plan, so what are we going to do about that?
Correction, no doubling, continue with Unicom 1122.8, goodbye.
Well, serious flight, Skywest 100 Whiskey. Good job, have a nice evening, good luck.
Easy 109, report your passing level.
How's it
Easy
go?
109, passing to 2,800.
E109, climb now, flight level 150.
The flight level change values for beta are at least stable. It's close to being done, but there are aspects of it that are not quite right. The angle of attack is not right, and it's largely a question of laminar to fix that.
Conspicuity, free call 5.
Squawk conspiracy, thank you, free call 5, T-side, 06 Delta.
Okay, there we go. Heading. Flight plan discontinuity.
Easy 13T uniform, continue descent flight level 200, level at INREV.
Continue to descend flight level 200, level
Man, it's bumpy.
Tune 785, turn left heading 310 degrees.
Turn left 310, Neptune 785.
Landing lights on.
619 showing you climbing flight through flight level 366. Your cleared level is still flight level 360.
Alrighty, let's get the in ranges out of the way. APU start.
Going to have traffic above you, so you need
Altimeters
to
are
maintain that
going to
level
be
to
not.
maintain flight level 360.
Maintain 360.
Huh. Presetter
593, turn
isn't
left,
working.
heading 270 degrees.
Left 270, and planetary.
November 650 Charlie Lima, 23 miles for runway 24, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Down at 4,000 feet, QNH 1007, November 650 Charlie Lima.
With 619, still showing you climbing,
Okay.
flight level 369 now.
So 24 miles.
Disconnecting fixes the problem. Delta 757 Papa.
Pretty much, yeah, it's going to be an idle descent here.
In rev.
Flight level 200, 757 Papa.
In F593, speed now 180 knots or greater.
180 or greater, and planetary.
593, thank you. On the heading of 270 degrees, establish on the localizer for runway
Okay,
24.
can I
then descend
please
to
get
the
my...
glide path.
We establish hours, runway 25, then continue
There we
with
go.
and planetary.
007.
411 ready for push and
So our 1, 2, 3 set.
Push start approved, QNH 100.
Start my timer.
1006.
Set and preset. Set and checked. Avionics are set.
Stone 26 Golf Whiskey, turn right heading 040 degrees.
External lights are on and one target.
40 James on 26 Golf Whiskey.
Easy 109, climb flight level 240.
AP PAX transition will wait for 2 minutes.
240, easy 109.
Let's make that level flight level 250, please.
You're caught which level?
250.
It's always bumpy in X-Plane 12. TSF FM is broken. Too late to change. No high tune. It's not fundamentally broken. It's pretty close to being done. It's just the angle of attack is a little bit too low on
4875 Scottish, hello Roger.
on X-Plane. For whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's just happened. You know, 1 minute is enough. I'm alone in the cockpit, so push that in, push that out, push that in, and push that out. Whoa, easy there, buddy.
On off and direct to pit when ready descending flight level 260.
So AP PAX transition is completed. AP generator.
D13T uniform, descend flight level 120.
Descend flight level 120, easy 132.
Completed.
The 650 Charlie Lima, turn left heading 330 degrees, base leg, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Left 330 degrees, 180 knots. November 650 Charlie Lima.
And F4875, report your
Pace leg there, buddy. Ooh, that's gotta be
Mach is 0.75.
sporting. Out of 5,000.
785, speeds now Mach decimal 75 or greater.
75 or greater, Neptune 785, thank you.
So how are we looking?
No, Commissioner 650 Charlie Lima, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, November 650 Charlie Lima.
Ryanair 593, surface winds 240 degrees at 11 knots, runway 24, clear
Come
for
on.
Ryan, thank you, Ryan planetary.
I need speed brake here. Although probably
Stone
get
26
flaps.
Golf Whiskey, turn right heading 055 degrees now, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the Glasgow QNH 1007.
Gamer Tube HD, it's fairly close to being at least usable. I mean, there's still gonna have to be some rework.
The 650 Charlie Lima, turn left heading 270 degrees.
Left 270 degrees, November 650 Charlie Lima.
Charlie Lima, on the heading of 270 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 24.
Cleared ILS 24, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay. It's that new ATIS. Oh no, ATIS not available anymore.
D13T uniform, descend flight level 80.
Okay, in-range check is complete.
Still 300 knots for us, 132 uniform.
D13T uniform, sorry, free speed now.
1,000 to go.
132 uniform.
Controller's pretty good.
650 Charlie Lima, when established, speed 160 knots or less.
160 knots or less when established, November 650 Charlie Lima. Okay, approach local 1 armed, waiting for the swing.
Scottish Control, B-line 7, extra upper flight level 380.
Okay, established.
Line 7 X-ray Alpha, Scottish, roger.
Speed 160.
Ryanair 4875, are you able, Krishna, are you able Mac decimal 77?
I'll check.
So 757 Papa, descend flight level 120.
Whoa.
120, 747.
Air 475 is able Mach .77.
Air 4875, thank you, maintain Mac decimal 77 for the moment then please, and when ready descend flight level
There's the light
260
slope.
to be level by INPIP.
Ready, descend flight level 260, run Air 475.
Level 650 Charlie Lima, thank you for your help there. Continue approach, the surface winds 240 degrees at 11 knots.
Continue approach 650 Charlie Lima. Alrighty. Apparently we got somebody ahead of us, but I don't see him on TCAS.
Papa, the speed is yours now.
250, 240.
Oh no, there they are.
So 757 Papa,
Just
free
about
speed.
barely ready to touch down.
Free speed, 757 Papa.
Ryanair 881 Delta, when ready descend flight level 260 to be level by AGPED.
The turb is off.
At AGPEG, Ryanair 881 Delta. Alpha Whiskey 615, nothing further for you now. Unicom 1122.8, goodbye.
2500.
Checked.
Unicom 12.6 thank you.
411, taxi on point Alpha 1.
Gonna keep 160 up to 4 miles, roughly.
Stone 26 Golf Whiskey, turn left heading 270.
We got the mist set. All good.
Left 270 Gemstone.
Get started on the before landing checks in a sec
Good
here.
evening, Ryanair left Charlie, flight level 3201 Edward.
Oh no, there's somebody ahead, still.
Calling, say again the call sign.
Ryanair 25 Charlie.
And you were saying what?
Yeah, where are the V-speeds, eh?
Ryanair 25 Charlie, flight level 320.
V-speeds are
25 Charlie, roger, in PIP 1 Echo.
121, 121, 145.
D132 uniform fly heading 020 degrees.
We're doing another sector. No. I'm disconnecting and having dinner. That's hard.
Ryanair 593, welcome to Edinburgh, left on Alpha, hold Alpha 16. In fact, I'm going to have you go left
Does
on
the box
Alpha
need to be
and then,
sequenced? Oh, right, yeah, probably.
Copy, left on Alpha, and you stand on Echo, right on entry.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Good evening, FedEx 5 Victor driving with you at level 360.
Act FI24 sequence. There we are. Now it's happy.
FedEx 5 Victor.
Alrighty, gear down.
By 1 second. Break November 650 Charlie Lima, runway 24, clear to land.
24 clear to land, November 650 Charlie Lima.
Gemstone 26 Golf Whiskey, turn
Okay,
left.
heads up display, please.
From localizer for runway 23.
45 to establish, Gemstone 2C.
So with the V-speeds, yeah, where they're showing on there.
Speedbird 305 kilo, 370
Okay, that was weird.
Got 305 kilo Scottish, squawk 3610.
And they're gone again.
3610.
1000.
And the FedEx calling past your message.
Okay,
FedEx 5 Victor.
flaps 45. Gears down 3 green. No steer is centered, armed and clear. Anti-skid is tested. Passenger signs are on. Wing cal anti-has not required. Continuous ignition is on. Spoilers are stowed. Flaps 45. Gas is checked.
June 785, descend now. Flight level 120, resume normal speed.
Descend 120 and back to normal speed. Neptune 785.
To 757 Papa, descend flight level 80.
500.
Level 80, 757 Papa.
Stand
Wow,
26
this is
Golf
bumpy.
Whiskey, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, then further with the glide path.
3,000 feet, then further with the glide, Gemstone 2C.
So clearance has been received.
109, CPDLC terminates there when ready, descend flight level 100.
When ready, descend flight level 100.
Speed a bit low.
Jersey 24 Papa Delta, flight level 200, CPDLC.
EC24 Papa Delta, Scottish, roger, I can't have you at CPDLC at flight level 200, but thank you.
Minimums.
Check, continue. Wow, this is bumpy.
16
aircraft at once, standby. Beeline 7 X-ray Alpha, turn left heading 270 degrees.
50.
We're heading 270 degrees
30,
and we're adopting descent, Beeline 7 X-ray Alpha.
7 X-ray Alpha, descend flight level 340, CPDLC terminates there.
For level 340.
Alright, I forgot the thrust reversers.
And at 4875, continue descent flight level 200, level at NREV.
Level at NREV, descent flight level 200, flight, 475.
Easy 13T uniform, 21 miles, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1007, easy 132 uniform.
Delta 757 Papa, you've missed Tartan and I'm not sure how. Fly heading 025 degrees now.
Should be Bravo out here. Yes, it is.
We're heading 020 for runway 24.
Negative, heading 025.
025 for 24, 757.
Monarch 23 Yankee with you, flight level 360, inbound Robin.
Gents, there's like 25 of you and there's one of me. All of you calling at once doesn't help. Monarch 23 Yankee, I got. Thank you. Squawk 3630.
Squawk 3630, Monarch 23 Yankee.
Great.
13T uniform, turn left heading
Just gonna do
330 degrees.
quick cheeky reassign here to the nose wheel
Left
tiller.
330 degrees, easy 132 uniform.
25 Charlie, when ready, descend flight level 260 to be level at NPIP.
When ready, descend flight level 260 at NTIP for right out of Charlie.
Beeline 7 X-ray Alpha, resume mode navigation direct NPIP.
Direct NPIP, Beeline 7 X-ray Alpha.
25 Charlie on conversion, speed 280 knots or greater.
280 knots for right out of Charlie, operator.
280 or greater on conversion.
280 knots for right out of Charlie.
And F4875 on conversion, speed 280 knots or greater.
Conversion speed.
You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM here. Close enough. Yeah. And I'm just gonna taxi on my own here. We don't need them for the rest of the flight there. Okay, Alpha, and then we're gonna take, let's see, gonna take it down to Mike. And park at the GA apron. Cool. Right. I want dim indicators. Sweet. Yeah, that was quite the sporty approach. For sure. There was a lot of turbulence on final. How are we doing? 34 knots. Sure. Like a frickin' pro. Steering with the nose wheel tiller at this speed is a little bit tricky. Okay, slow down so we can actually see where we're going. Lima's to the right here. That one we don't want. We want the next one. Yes, we want the next one, which would be Mike, isn't it? Yes. Yes, that's Mike there. That's how the pros do it. Sure. And following Mike here around the corner. To the left. There. See, when do we land? Pretty close to the time. Yep, just about getting there. So since we're off the network, let's do a couple of landing replays, huh? How about that? If X-Plane's gonna let me. What's the one for the runway? No, not that one. That be a runway? That's a helipad. Whoa. Where's the runway? Ah, there it is. No. The taxiway? That's the runway. Let's review this landing. Get a little bit closer. Gear compression during replay back. It's gone with 1.7. Huh, didn't know. Didn't know it broke it. Good to know. We want daylight. Well, wow, that's a lot of artifacting on the weather. Nice. You're gonna have to work on that. Oh yeah, you're right. I broke that. Anyway, close enough. Yep, the light reflections for sure do look pretty swell. Alrighty. Park it up somewhere here. Parking stand should be towards the end there. Or maybe to the left here. Entering the ramp at 26 knots. That's how the pros do it. Yeah, sure, let's hang a righty. Taxi light off. Now let's flip her over. Flip her around. There. Perfection. Desperate to get dinner? Not quite, but I do want to get this flight done and over with. Alrighty. Shutdown checks. Taxi lights are off. Parking brake is set. Reverse thrust is stowed. Generators 1 and 2. Actually, I want to go ahead and kill the charts. Good stuff. And engine 2 shut down. Okay. Boost pumps off. I'll do the fuel test. And fuel right low pressure, that's good. So left engine shut down. We'll wait for the temps to decay. They have. So anti-ice is off. 14 stages off. Beacon is off. No steer. ATC TCAS standby. And cabin passenger signs and cabin differential 0. Sweet. And now we get to let everybody out. Don't hit your head. Sterilize desperately. I know.
The airport taxi's here. Thank you, Captain. Great flight as always.
Yep.
Well, I'll see you next time.
Everybody, take care. Don't forget anything. Get your crap. And I have a bunch more bugs to fix. Like that. Bye-bye. Alrighty. Let's get the jet buttoned up. Windy. Very windy. Cabin lights can be whatever you want them. Or I could just use this, eh? Let's see if I adjusted it. I almost can see where you what you're doing. So this needs to be turned off so we don't drain the battery down. Hey there, landing lights. Nav lights and everything. You can hear they're having a little party there on the fan.
Nose door. Nose door.
Yes, I know. Okay, lighty lights. Out and out. See, did I turn? I didn't turn these off. I could have left the lights on, huh? While I'm cleaning stuff. Battery disconnects, yes. Also helps. Yes, it does. In general, I'm detecting that X-Plane 12's F-mod is lacking the running home sound of when... Like, that should be a clunk when that number hits 0, and I think they changed that, which is breaking my sounds here in the Challenger. So I'm thinking actually I might just file that as a bug for X-Plane 12, because Laminar really, they'd be screwing over other people, not just me. Alrighty. Not that. I want to grab you and out. Alrighty, in here, what do we want? We want to go and push you in. We're gonna go ahead and request that the chocks be placed. I'm trying to find where the TV remote fell. Yes. Okay. That's released. Okay, let's go to the securing checks. Emergency lights are off. AC/DC utility switches in. Headsets are off. Let's see. Chocks are installed. Parking brake is released. Hydraulic pumps. Off. Nav logo light. APU generator. APU start stop. Packs. Isolation valve and LCV. APU power fuel. ICAS APU gauge. Yeah, it's pretty much gone. Almost. Battery master off. And this we know, that's a bug. I gotta go fix. Fuel panel is auxiliary fuel panels off. Service lights are off. Pins and covers are installed. Windy, eh? Alrighty. And off to the hotel we go. Pilot deviation is pilot deviation streaming. Hey Jenny, have a good one. And let's see, is pilot deviation? Indeed they are. Wonderful. Let's get that organized. Let's see how this works. Create channel. There we go. See you guys. So everybody take care, have a good one, and I'll see you soon. I mean, on Discord. And if anybody wants a beta, message me.